A round of applause for each one, please. Please welcome to the stage, April. Here comes Darlene. Here's DeRod. How about Kaity? Where's Beth? How about Nita and Zach? All right, so these 7 players are about to take on the characters of fairies. All right, it's a fairy tale themed show. Can't have a fairy tale themed show without some fairies, right? Can't have a show in Long Beach without. It's one. I get 2 of those. Otherwise, my card's revoked. All right, so these 7 players are going to create a magical potion, and they're going to be contributing 1 ingredient into the magical potion, and they're going to need to justify what that ingredient is, where they may have gotten it from the enchanted forest, and how it's going to help this potion come to life. By doing so, we're going to get a couple of suggestions from you. One is the kind of potion that they are going to be creating, and then 2, as they come up and introduce themselves to you, the fairy that they are, they're also going to ask you, by putting their hand out, for you to call out an item that they're going to throw into the potion. So honestly, the more out there it is, the better, because they're going to have to justify it and make it make sense, all right? I always do this. I was going to go into any questions. That's not how shows work. That's not how those work. This is not how that is. All right, so what we need is a suggestion of what kind of potion are these 7 fairies creating. Go ahead and call it out. I'll pick the first one. One of the first ones I hear.
Love potion.
Truth serum.
Love potion.
Warts on your enemy.
What was it? On your enemy?
Warts on your enemy.
Warts on your enemy? All right. This is going to be a potion on how to create warts from your enemy. We'll start with Zach, who will come up to the cauldron to contribute. This is Fairy Potion.
Hello, I am the Fairy of Thunder. You can call me Meh. I would like to add something to this cauldron, but what should this cauldron of warts receive? Please, tell me.
A toe.
A toe?
Pigeon's toe.
I believe I do have a pigeon's tail with me. See, this pigeon's tail my father gave me because it has warts on this toe, and I see it befitting to have to this potion to bestow warts upon my enemies. So I doth throw in the warted toe to the wart potion.
Hello, I'm a fairy that wears boots. Probably heard the song in the 70s, Black Sabbath wrote a song about me. Anyways, what would you like me to throw into this wart potion?
Toenail.
A toenail. A magical toenail at that. I have one in my pocket. This is a toenail from Shrek. Shrek is a very ugly little creature. So if any kind of warts would happen, Shrek would be a good place to start.
I am Penelope, the fairy of psoriasis. And I want to pick the warts and put them on my enemy, but what shall I try?
My father's will.
I'm sure I could take my father's will and throw it right in here to cure psoriasis forever.
I'm the fairy of annoyance. What should I add to this potion?
Cheers.
What?
Cheers.
Cheers. I happen to have a bottle of Cinderella's tears that she cried over her flippin' prince. And I think, since his prince to me was not all that cute, it probably will give him some warts.
history of misunderstandings. Go ahead and tell me what you want, but let's not get crazy.
A pencil.
Huh?
A pencil.
A pencil.
Meat cleaver.
Oh, I'll add a meat cleaver into this potion for warts of your enemies, because everyone knows that meat cleavers get down to the bone of the situation, right? They will skin your enemies alive, and so if you want them to be warted up, you're gonna have to meet them down with the meat cleaver.
I am the fairy of Miss Innocence. What should I add to this potion?
Fuzzy socks.
Lick from a belly button.
Yes.
Whoa. I'm so innocent. Belly button. Oh, yes. I won't add mine, but I'll take someone else's and I'll add it to the potion, because we know when you see a nice, cute belly button, especially your enemies, one little blow and they're full of warts.
I'm Robert, and I'm the fairy of combat. What shall I add to our
A Barbie doll. Bow and arrow.
Start sword first? So, we shall take the enchanted sword Excalibur from King Arthur. It will add the necessary magic. And now for our magic potion spell. Hear us, fairies of all the land. Send us beautiful peonies. For us, for this is our potion to put warts on our enemies.
I was wondering where peonies was going. That's excellent. Okay, we're gonna keep on the stage April, Zach, and Kaity, please. So you all may be familiar with the Disney animated classic Beauty and the Beast. Right? Anyone familiar with that movie? Yeah. All right, excellent. In that movie, the prince's castle was cursed. Wherein the inanimate objects within his house came to life and took on personalities, right? So what we're gonna do for this next game is called Human Again. And we're gonna get another fairy tale, and we're gonna see what would happen if the inanimate objects from that other fairy tale were to come to life and comment on the things that were happening, not only in that fairy tale, but also amongst themselves. So, from out here in the audience, I need a suggestion of a popular fairy tale.
Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, there's a lot of Hansel and Gretel. Did we do Hansel and Gretel in rehearsal? I don't think we did. All right. Wait, did we? No, I don't think we did. Okay, Hansel and Gretel. That's one of my favorites, so I got confused because I say yes to that one a lot. Okay, so we're going to see who the three of these people are. Do we want to see them in the father's house, inanimate objects from there, or the inanimate objects from the witch's gingerbread house?
The witch's gingerbread house.
All right, your three inanimate objects from the witch's gingerbread house in Hansel and Gretel. Here we go.
Oh boy. Ever since the witch fell inside of me, the big pot, I just don't feel the same anymore, guys.
I don't feel the same since those children started to eat pieces of me. The walls of this house are crumbling apart.
I am so relieved. I am free. No more people being locked in my cage. Oh, it's so wonderful to feel free and open.
But Cage, don't you feel empty inside?
No! I had so many people stuffed inside of me year after year. I feel relieved.
Yeah, people stuffed inside. I hear that.
I just want the witch back so I can be built back up and not fall down.
Yeah, that ain't happening, Derek.
Why can't we just make a name for ourselves? Let's get a new witch. Let's get a new life.
Okay? By like shouting?
Maybe I can roll over.
Okay?
Okay?
Go ahead. I'm hanging here from the ceiling. I can't do much.
Is
Is it working?
I don't see any witches coming. But I do feel like I'm about to fall down.
Fall in here. Fall in here.
Oh yeah! And then we hear Ocarina.
I would love that.
I'm feeling cornered.
All right! Excellent. If anybody has any contacts with Disney, let us know. Clearly, there's a market there. All right, we're gonna bring up Nita, Darlene, Mary Beth, and DeRod. All right, this is a game called Fairy Tale Foursquare, wherein we are going to see 4 different scenes happening at the same time. We'll start with these 2, we'll get a suggestion from them, and then I will call out rotate, at which point they will rotate. And then we'll see another scene based off of the suggestion. So we're going to get 4 different scenes. So we're going to start off with Mary Beth and Nita. For them, let's start off simple. What is a fairy tale that is going to inspire this scene?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Little Red Riding Hood is what I heard first. So this scene may not be from Little Red Riding Hood, but it will be inspired by Little Red Riding Hood. Rotate. This way. All right. For Nita and for Darlene, there is a magical item in front of them. What is that magical item?
A needle.
A what? A harp. A magical harp is in front of you. Rotate. All right, for Darlene and DeRod, these 2 are somewhere in the Enchanted Forest. Where in the Enchanted Forest are they?
Up a tree.
Up a tree. They're in a tree in the Enchanted Forest. All right, rotate. And for DeRod and Mary Beth, we are going to get the musical resolution of a fairy tale, the well-known fairy tale, preferably one that does not already have a musical version of it, so we don't go into those songs. So what is a fairy tale that maybe doesn't have a musical like Beauty and the Beast?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Did we do this one in rehearsal or no? I don't think we did. All right, Jack and the Beanstalk. We'll get the ending of Jack and the Beanstalk via musical. Let's rotate one more time and find out who each of the 4 of these are. I'm gonna come over here. What fairy tale is gonna inspire the 2 of these women?
Little Red Riding Hood.
All right, rotate. What is the magical item in front of you?
Magical harp.
Magical harp, rotate. Where in the Enchanted Forest are you?
Up a tree.
Up a tree, rotate. And what fairy tale are you giving us a musical ending to?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Rotate. Let's start off with this scene inspired by Little Red Riding Hood. Here we go.
Red,
Yeah.
you have some explaining. What? What is this? Poison oak or something?
I rubbed up against a wolf in the woods, and he licked me all the way up my arm. The big bad wolf did, Mom.
Yeah, it looks like a bad rash, Red. Really bad.
Yeah, but I like it.
Rotate.
Can you hear the music?
Yeah, I do, girlfriend.
Girl, I mean, it's hard. I mean,
It's a magical harp.
I know, it is.
Do you know, I use this as a mandolin. I can cut fruits and vegetables with this.
That's what you did with yours.
Yes.
That's not what I do with mine. But I'm gonna take yours and maybe I'll caress it or caress it. Oh, I know it looks better on me than it does on you. But you can
It's
have
just
it
that,
back.
well, now you have carrots all over you.
Rotate.
Why aren't you holding on too? What you got? That's a sturdy ass branch, Delilah.
Well, because my behind knows how to wrap it.
Oh.
So you keep breathing and going. You just keep it up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, don't call my name if you need help.
Whose name should I call, Delilah? You?
Oh, John?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Mama.
Mama's the one who left us up here.
Rotate.
Jack climbed up the big star, looking for some tail.
Yeah, keep going. Oh. Yes, Jack went up the beanstalk to fetch us some water. And then he did something else, I think, but who cares? He didn't have a daughter.
Oh, Mama.
You're looking good, though.
You like me in red?
Yes.
You like my hood?
Yes.
You were always such a fashion maven, even though you grew up in a log cabin and had 13 children. You made a little Red Riding Hood like this.
You're my favorite one.
I am. And you don't mind if I marry the wolf that's been licking my arms for 2 days?
If it makes you happy, Red. If it makes you happy.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's that kind of like animal thing.
You taught me well. You taught me well. You had the original wolf in this forest, and now I have a son.
Rotate.
Yep. Yep.
That heart that I have, I'm gonna share it.
Yep. It does magical things.
Yeah, it does. I noticed that.
It can turn into several things.
Yes.
It morphs.
It morphs. It morphs into whoever I wanted it to be. Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, mine is really magical.
Who would you make it into?
That cutie pie I saw at the movies.
You turned your heart into that guy at the movies?
No, it was a woman.
Rotate.
All right. I think I got my butt situation on the branch.
Okay, you're creating too much movement
I
here.
shouldn't be bouncing?
Do not bounce.
Okay, that's not what I was told by Mama.
Oh, you know she's the one that put us here. Are you gonna really listen to her?
She's always been out to get us.
Oh no, get you.
Just because you're not the stepchild doesn't mean that I deserve to bounce on a branch.
Oh, problems.
Where did you get the violin from?
Rotate.
Jack, come to me. Climb up way up high. Baby, I'll start to stalk you.
Oh, Jill, that sounds rather different. I don't know if I want to be stalked by my little sister. I guess, is that how the story went?
I'm getting married.
Yes.
I'm going to marry the big bad wolf.
Oh, my beautiful Red, you're getting married to the big bad wolf.
I'm pregnant. triplet wolves.
I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Well, congratulations, dear.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, Mommy. We're going to start a preschool, and it's just going to be all the wolves in the forest. No children. I'm sick of humans. I just want wolves that have big lives.
I relate to that. I relate to this too.
You should feel these babes kick.
Good going.
Rotate!
I hear that harp.
I do too. Yes.
It kind of reminds me of Star Trek. Remember that Star Trek episode where the harp just like made this haunting music?
I can still hear it. Oh yeah, but you
Yeah.
know that Bates Hotel? They wanted my harp, and I said no.
Bates Hotel wanted your harp?
Yeah. I said no.
I guess they wanted to put it in the shower with Norman, huh?
Rotate!
All right, Delilah. Maybe maybe we can just use that magic violin you found, and maybe we can summon some help.
Oh, I had to let that violin go.
I was just here.
It needed to be tuned up.
Oh my.
Don't
Delilah.
worry, I have a harp.
Harp? Okay, well watch the branch. It's not that strong.
Rotate!
Oh, Jack, those beats get me gas. I don't think I'm gonna love you. So you're gonna have to find something else to give me, and I'll crawl off to hell with you.
Oh, well, Jill, those beans were bad. I'm just trying to catch their beat. But Jill, if you will love me still, I'll treat you to some nice old meat.
It's a bit of a mashup between Jack and the Jill and the beanstalk and pail of water. Let's bring back Kaity, April, Mary Beth, and Nita, please. This is a game called Blankly Ever After, wherein we will get from you all a fairy tale, and then we're going to see the happily ever after scene that takes place after that fairy tale is over, right? So we're going to see what happens in the happily ever after. Then, after that, because happiness just isn't enough, we're also going to get another emotion from you after that scene is done, and we'll see that version of the ever after as well. Two people will be making an entrance. I forget who I had with that. Kaity and Nita, thank you. My brain doesn't remember things. All right, so Kaity and Nita will be making an entrance. Mary Beth and April will be starting with the very, very, very happy version, the happily ever after of which fairy tale?
Cinderella. Sleeping Beauty.
The Three Bears.
I heard the Three Bears. Okay, so the Three Bears, that's Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? So the happily ever after of that, Goldilocks eventually wakes up the bear family, I think, right? And they scare her away, and she runs off. And then the bear family will find out what happens in the aftermath of Goldilocks leaving their home in this happily ever after version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Here we go.
Mama Bear, I am so glad we finally got rid of that little girl. And the great news is, I have triple locked up every window and every door, and we will never, ever have intruders again.
That little girl will never try to wrap her hair around my nozzle again. Not ever, ever, ever!
Never, ever, ever! And our little one is very safe, and he will be able to eat his porridge just right.
And she won't be taking it from him. She was always taking his porridge.
Yep, but Not anymore. Everything is beautiful. Everything is wonderful.
And we can just sing like bear too. We just sing our bear songs in the morning. We don't have to sing, I'm the prettiest girl that she was so annoying.
It's so good now. We are happy. So happy.
Just be with us.
Excuse me, this is my daughter Goldilocks. And you mistreated her, and we don't stand for that.
We forgave her, and we did not press charges. She already
Gave her?
both in the
She did you a favor. She came in and tested your food to make sure that wasn't too hot or too cold.
Some of it was too hot and too cold.
And our baby had nothing because she ate it all. It's good.
She did not eat it all. She just tasted it.
Then why do I have a blocked intestine?
That is because the porridge that you made was bad. And my poor little girl is suffering.
I know, we can make it right. We can make them more porridge and it'll be the best porridge, and then they'll see the porridge that's not too hot and not too cold and just right, and then we'll all be happy.
Yeah.
And you'll stop getting your hair cut in my paws?
Yeah.
All right. Woo! Excellent. Very, very happy. A little bit of some conflict, but you know, that's the enchanted forest for you. What emotion now are we gonna see take over the ever after world of Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
Anger.
Bravery.
Confusion. Anxious. Anxious. We're gonna see Goldilocks and the Three Bears anxiously ever after. Here we go.
Mama Bear, I cannot deal with strangers coming into the house. We really need to move. We need to move. This is not a good neighborhood. I'm way too nervous to be.
How can we possibly move? We can't even wash the dishes from dinner. We're so nervous all the time and afraid.
And you know, Baby Bear went outside yesterday on the front porch.
Yeah, but she didn't go that far. She only went over and jumped in the lake once. She almost drowned. She almost drowned. But I run so fast these days. I am moving so fast. I got her out so fast. I gave her CPR and she lived.
No, this is not acceptable. I'm not okay with people coming into our house. New home. We're finding a new home. I go out of the house. We're finding a new home.
You guys are creepy? And you owe my daughter an apology. Goldilocks is like suffering from like anxiety now from being in here and seeing your crusty paws or whatever they are.
Well, maybe we can borrow her hair to clean out my paws. I didn't like it before, but I think it's not enough. It's so dirty.
No, don't you dare touch my daughter. Don't you get nowhere close to Goldilocks, you weirdo bears.
You need to go now.
You need to go now. No, you need to go now.
It's our home. And you make it evil.
The other bear house was too safe and this one's too anxious. I think we should go.
Yes. Way too anxious.
All right. Reminds me of my house. I live alone. We're gonna bring one more. We have one more game for the short form team. So let's bring up Darlene, Zach, and DeRod, please. Now, as we may or may not know, in the real world, 2024 is an election year. It also happens to be an election year in the Enchanted Forest. And what we're about to see is the great Enchanted Forest Debates, where each one of these players is going to be taking on a famous fairy tale character who is deciding to run to be the monarch of the Enchanted Forest. So for example, we might see Grumpy running for to be the monarch. We might see Captain Hook or Elsa from Frozen, right? For DeRod, what character from, what was it? Oh, Beast. Beast from Beauty and the... Okay. Beast. All right. What about for Zach? Tinkerbell. 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 Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know if you know. No one about Rumpelstiltskin. Oh, Peter Pan. Peter Pan, the kid who never wants to grow up. Peter Pan, running for monarch of the Enchanted Forest. And then what about for Darlene?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. All right, Tinkerbell. All right, so we have got running for the monarch of the Enchanted Forest. We have got the Beast. We have got Peter Pan. Oh, and Tinkerbell. All right, I'm gonna open it up and then get your questions ready because I may go out to the audience for one or two questions to our candidates. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, candidates, in the Enchanted Forest, lately there has been an influx of curses placed on sleeping princesses and, all kinds of other people. What would be your plan to annihilate curses in the Enchanted Forest? Beast, I'm going to start with you since you've got some personal experience with this.
Absolutely, you're right, I do, Chauncey. Greetings to my fellow Enchanted Forest inhabitants. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Now focus on me. I, as a victim of curses, am for no more curses, taking a stance for all enchanted creatures to be as they truly were. You see, I was refined to this here palace with a slight sense of typecasting, I'm going to say, but that's fine. That's fine. You see, we are going to take back our truths and no more curses for me or you.
All right. Strong words coming from the Beast. All right, Peter Pan, what is your plan to annihilate curses in the kingdom?
Screw it! Keep your curses! We need more blessings! Feel the curse! Get the blessing! Feel free! Feel young! Feel spirited! You need to lift up! You need to stop growing! You need to be young! You need to be vibrant! You need to embrace the curse! And get blessed! Be blessed!
All right. Now, in a turn of controversy, we do have a former colleague of Peter Pan's who is running against him. Tinkerbell, your take on annihilating curses.
Let me tell you, if you want something to be done, and you only need to do it once, not twice, not 3 times, vote for me. Vote for me. Because I'm going to tell you, if you like your curse, you can keep your curse. If you don't like your curse, I'll give you a new curse. If you just need to be cursed up, because you've been asleep for a while, I got you covered.
All right. Do we have any questions from our audience by a show of hands? Yes, right here in the front to our panel for this coming election.
What are you guys going to do to solve the blind mice problem?
Ah, yes. The blind mice problem. Some might say it's an epidemic. Let's start with Peter Pan. What is your plan to address the blind mice issue?
I have just the thing for blind mice. It's called a little bit of pixie dust, little like fairies. You just sprinkle it on these mice, and they'll develop fully functioning human eyes and also start to look more like a human, but not all the way to where like some weird furry people might get involved. So it's complicated, but we have solutions.
All right. Tinkerbell, your take on the blind mice issue.
They always have solutions. Always. But you know, maybe those blind mice were supposed to be blind. Maybe being blind, they're able to use their third eye to get into your stuff. Now, unless you complain about them, I say let them live.
All right, Pete, your take on the blind mice epidemic.
See, blind mice are near and dear to my heart, you see. As someone who's been misunderstood, I recognize that those mice could once see. You see what I'm saying? So, right, stay with it. So you see, I, being this beastly person now, I am looking for companionship, as you all know, so the mice can stay with me in Palace La Beast.
We've got time for one more question from our audience. Yes, you ma'am in the back.
So, what if we were to vote for you and you were to become president? What special potion would you impart on all of us?
All right, if we were to vote for you and you were to become, monarch is the correct term in the intended for us. We don't believe in presidents here. What was the rest of your question? Yes, what magical potion, if you were elected monarch of the kingdom, what magical potion would you first bring forth? Tinkerbell, you dabble in magic quite famously. Why don't you kick us off?
Baby, I have the magic.
Yes, you do.
But I do believe I would listen to you, and you would tell me what magic you want. I won't make assumptions, because everybody doesn't like, pardon me, the same thing. I would customize it.
All right. Customized potion. What about Beast? Your take.
See, I've thought about this for a while. I want everyone to be able to have what they need, as Miss Tinkerbell said.
Of course, baby.
But for you all, I would spread upon these enchanted forests a spell that gets everyone in their bag, you see. You want to stay in your bag, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, okay? So I want everyone to be exactly how they are and what they need, so it's an in your bag potion.
All right. So far, typical politician answers. We're not getting quite an actual answer of what kind of potion we're going to get. Maybe Peter Pan will buck the trend. Peter Pan, your answer to the magic potion question.
Listen here, folks. You want to go places, you want to experience things. I got a potion. This potion will take you far, far away. And I'm not talking Michael Jackson, I mean the real Neverland. I can take you there. And this is optional. This Neverland has gold. It has fantasy child crime. That's cartoon. We have no aging. We have PG events. It's gonna be fantastic. There's mushrooms involved. Everyone's gonna enjoy it. I want to see you there. Drink my potions.
All right. Before we say goodbye to our candidates, if each of you can give us your, if you can remind us of what your slogan is, your campaign motto, so we will remember whether or not we want to vote for you. Let's start with Tinkerbell. Your campaign motto.
Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
think we need to hear anymore. Peter Pan.
If you don't want to grow up, man, just vote for Peter Pan.
All right, Beast, what do you got?
Simple enough, I want you all to beast yourselves.
Thank you, candidates! Don't forget, that's election vote. A round of applause one more time for our short form class.